T-Mobile talks end as sides unable to agree on control without a combination. Chairman Son faces limited options. Masayoshi Son, celebrated Japanese dealmaker, just negotiated himself into a corner. Son's SoftBank Group Corporation ended talks Saturday to combine its Sprint Corporation with T-Mobile US Incorporated, a merger that would have united the third and fourth largest wireless operators in the US. In the end, the 60-year-old billionaire balked at the idea of giving up control over the company he sees as central to his vision of the future. The harsh reality for Son now is that Sprint can't make it on its own. The Overland Park, Kansas-based company hasn't had a profitable year in a decade and carries a debt load of $38 billion. About half of that is coming due in the next 4 years, just as Sprint will have to invest billions in next-generation wireless technology to compete with larger rivals. It's a dilemma that will test the Japanese billionaire's deal-making skills and willpower. He needs to pull off a long-shot transaction with another partner to get Sprint back on solid ground, or dig into his own corporate pocketbook to pay for its liabilities, along with network investments that analysts project at about $25 billion through 2021. At this point, maybe Masa has to give up on strategic options and simply invest in the United States to make Sprint's network and brand competitive, said Walt P. Syke, an analyst with TIG LLC. Sprint and T-Mobile jointly announced the decision to end talks on Saturday, without going into detail about what went wrong. Son had begun to have second thoughts about the sale after a meeting with his board a week earlier, according to people familiar with the matter. Then over dinner Friday night in Tokyo, Son, and Tim Hodges, chief executive officer of T-Mobile parent Deutsche Telekom AG, made a last-ditch effort to resolve how to share control of the combined company, but couldn't reach a solution, people familiar with the matter said. Ultimately, Son saw giving up full control of Sprint as antithetical to his view of technology's future. He's invested billions in the past 2 years on the idea that smartphones, cars, roads, appliances and humans themselves will be connected through the internet, generating invaluable data to be analyzed with artificial intelligence and machine learning. He sees a realization of the singularity, where people live with technology integrated in their bodies, sooner than most people think. Wireless and satellite services are central to bringing that all together. SoftBank is scheduled to report earnings Monday in Tokyo and will inevitably face questions about its plans for Sprint. Sprint will hold an investor day soon so CEO Marcelo Claure can detail its strategy for going forward alone in the US, the People said, asking not to be identified discussing private information. Over the weekend Claure took to Twitter to defend the decision to move on from T-Mobile. He wrote a series of 10 tweets on the topic including excited about Sprint's future as a standalone. I'm confident this is right decision for our shareholders, customers and employees. One clue to what the future holds is an agreement announced Sunday that allows cable operator Audacious USA to sell wireless service using Sprint's network. Under the deal, Sprint will use Audacious's broadband infrastructure to strengthen its nationwide network. The logic of a Sprint combination with T-Mobile had been that it would bring together Sprint's spectrum and T-Mobile's subscriber base to create a stronger third player in the US wireless market. The merged companies would have been able to save billions on investments in next-generation 5G high-speed technology. Unlimited Promotion Mobile and Sprint have relied on heavy phone discounts and incentives such as unlimited data service to take on larger rivals AT&T Incorporated and Verizon Communications Incorporated. As merger talks stalled, shares of all 4 companies fell amid prospects the industry would return to the intense price wars that have put pressure on profits. Sun has already scraped up almost every penny from Sprint's coffers. The company used its airwaves as collateral to refinance debt and turned to handset sale and leaseback transactions to fund customer acquisition. There's little left to mortgage. These creative debt structures are probably not going to be sufficient when you are looking at an accelerated network build for 5G, said Kirk Boudry, an analyst at New Street Research. Sun will struggle to find a better suited partner. SoftBank previously reached out to John Malone's Charter Communications Incorporated about a combination, but Charter, more than 3 times bigger than Sprint, was cool to the idea, people familiar with the matter said in July. Charter declined to comment. There's little interest in reviving those plans, People familiar with the matter said. Airwave licenses. Sprint has the most Airwave licenses among the top 4 U.S. wireless car,